Sure. Hello and welcome. The first session is over, and as you can see behind me, it's bright and sunny. And welcome, Gargi. I hope you got some veg lunch.
I did. I'm glad I went actually because
Finally, got something to eat.
finally got something to
Yeah,
eat.
vegetarian problems happens. There, Ref Sports Bangla say a hi to us. Come on, Ogni, say a hi to Ref Sports English. Oh my God! So, Gargi, uh, for sure. You can also go. Actually, use three devices: one for F Sports English, one for F Sports Hindi, and one for F Sports Bangla. There's a small cricket match going on behind us.
Let's show them, no?
Yeah.
While we talk over the
While
match.
we talk over the actual cricket match,
That happening.
let's show them the cricket match that's happening there.
Oh,
The security is not
they've
happy.
been told no. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the security is not happy to that match is happening. No, actually he has said, and correctly so, that people are using cameras and devices to ensure that. Oh, what a good catch! Our friend Shondipan has taken a fantastic catch. Well done, Shondipan. Let's show them in the back camera, and we can go on while they watch this cricket. Gagi, how would you rate the first session as?
oh.
And the first thing first, which team won this session?
Which team won this session? I think it has to be India. 100%. Who you do? I think this is the first session in this actual in this entire match that we've seen India putting actual pressure on the Australians. You saw Bumrah from one end bowling brilliantly. Akashdeep as brilliant as Bumrah. You've got Manas Labuschagne. Oh, sorry, Usman Khwaja at one point was looking completely clueless. Sam Constas, what a peach of a delivery that was. I think that was wonderful to watch. And what the highlight was of course Jasprit Bumrah's celebration.
Absolutely, I have not seen Bumrah give it back like that. He's generally a calm and composed character, but then he was all fired up, and understandably so. Before we turn the camera, that's cricket match going on, and on the other side, as you can see, there's a huge line for one that I was eating in the live yesterday. Here, people are going out for lunch. We'll get back to the discussion. I think most importantly, you see the Indian bowlers have got the line and length, and there you go. We have another Bumrah here in Sandipan. Let's turn on the camera to. There's so much technology involved here. Yes, there you go.
That's a long process. Mine just has a. Hello. Why don't you guys come in? Talk about Bumrah. Don't do it then. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about let's talk about the first session over there. Let's talk about the partnership that Akashdeep had. Clearly, Siraj not given the confidence with the new ball, but
And that worked well because when Siraj came in one change, the way he bowled, and the most important part is I think no one has doubted Siraj's ability.
yeah.
The problem was that four good balls, and then Siraj would give away that fifth, sixth, bad deliveries. Those would go for runs and fantastic visuals, as you can see. But Siraj today was completely on point, and Virat Kohli was having a word with Siraj after every single over. Virat Kohli has been leading the side. He has been animated as ever.
I mean, Trisha, when you look at the session, we'll get back to the bowling. But what I think was the biggest difference is you could tell that the team was very, very confident coming into this session. There was a very big change in the body language of the players. You could see that they were on the Australian batters. Right from the get-go, you saw Virat Kohli trying to rile the crowd up. You saw who was it? I'm not sure who it was, but everyone at the boundary line, everyone that's closer to the crowd, were trying to rile up the crowd to get them to cheer, to get them to clap. At one At one point you saw that the players were actually starting
How is Bumrah bowled?
Oh my God, it's just amazing.
There you go. One word for Bumrah. Amazing.
But yes, there's a huge difference in the body language. The field placements, let's talk about that. I think they've been very, very attacking instead of, what we've seen so far in the match. I think getting Yashasvi Jaiswal on short leg was an incredible move over there as well. And today, the ball. Oh, I keep getting distracted by this loud noise. But yes, what I was saying was the ball was in love with Yashasvi Jaiswal. It kept following him around, and you saw some real good edgy cricket today. The edges were not carrying. So many close calls. Such an exciting session. I think.
See, the point is, initially when Khwaja and Constance were batting in the first innings, also there was a brief period where there was a lot of pressure on both Constance and Khwaja. They were kind of not edging the ball, but the balls were beating them right, left, and center. But eventually, the pressure was being let off. I think the best part about India's bowling in the first session today has been the fact that they have not let the pressure go. That it has been the lead has been put on so much that eventually both Constance and Khwaja were done by the in swinging delivery. Let's talk about Constance. One innings, and you are touted as the next Bradman, and then you come out to bat, you start you start poking and pushing, and you get out of in a pitch of a delivery, and suddenly test cricket has made you realize that no runs are going to come as charity, or no runs are going to be easy, and you need a little time to be Don Bradman. You were not born as Don.
Are you talking about Sam Constance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I think from the very
Fantastic, Rahul. Fantastic. The fact that I was talking about Sam Constance's wicket, and he gave this. Talk us through this phase. This is where Bumrah giving it back.
Yeah, I did not expect that from Jasprit Bumrah. Usually, he'll bowl the most perfect delivery we've seen in international cricket, and he'll just be like,
He'll just walk off nonchalantly.
yeah, he'll just shrug and be like, yeah, I just did that.
He gave back to Sam Constance. If people do not understand the reference, Constance was actually asking the crowd to scream when Kohli was dismissed. Day before yesterday, when Kohli was dismissed, and obviously Jasprit Bumrah gave it back and better, because Constance was out on a duck. No, it was not out on a duck. I think he had scored.
Some runs, but what I was talking about was from the very first session. You could tell that Sam Constance is very, very weak against the in swinging deliveries. That's what was getting him in the first session first innings as well. You could see those first 2 overs. And more, not just the first 2 overs, but you saw saw a glimpse over there of what Sam Constance's actual weakness was. And we were talking about this in the press box as well, that it's going to take one in swinging delivery, one good delivery, and he's gone. And that's precisely what happened. It was Jasprit Bumrah's wicket. Sam Constance at that point, because he was not getting the bat to ball, bat to the ball. He was a walking wicket at that point.
Absolutely. And let's go to a few Indian supporters and ask them what do they think about Jasprit Bumrah's spell.
All right.
Yeah.
There are some questions here.
Rahul, give the comments.
Do you think Sundar the bowler is less utilized?
So far, yes. But I think he will come into play eventually, because now now the footmarks are coming up, and you will be able to use the footmarks. So, yeah, I think in this innings, Sundar will definitely play an important role.
All right. I think we should walk around the crowd a little bit, if that's all right.
How's the weather over there? As you can see, it's crazily
Very hot.
If you say it's hot, you will be saying less.
It's very hot outside.
Yeah,
And,
throw away the phone itself.
We were actually because the AC was turned up. I walked I walked out wearing a small cardigan, but when I came out, I walked out of the doors. There we have Gaurav here.
Sure, got a award on Bumrah. Bumrah's ball, Siraj's spell, and of course, what about the Constance Bradman guy?
Oh, fantastic, right? It was caught. It was huge gap between bat and ball. Between bat and pad, right? Anything could have gone through. And again, it just goes on to show it's a long way to go. It was an aberration the first innings, what it was, but yeah. Couple of hours of Test cricket. We couldn't have asked for anything more. And again, is it on? Yeah. So, I think it was fantastic just to experience that first 2 hours. And now the good thing is the Test match hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't moved. Right, 23 overs, 47 runs. They still need to get at least 200. They would ideally like India to bat for at least 30 minutes before the day is over. So the pressure is on. I think fantastic. I mean, we kept the line and the length right on. We kept the pressure on, and it was fantastic. Yeah. Hold on. Yes.
All right, इधर आ जाइए.
Good, sir. Good.
Bumrah,
Yes,
what an incredible spell from you.
amazing, amazing. Can't be grateful enough for talent like him. I mean, it takes so much to perform at this level, and we're very grateful. And I think there's only more to come from him.
Bumrah, word on Bumrah.
Um, Thanks. He was exceptional as always. It's just his consistency, right? He's able to sort of come in and day out. He goes after 5 overs, comes back, first ball on the money. So it's just impressive. And I think the good thing is just the others have been also consistent today. So let's see how the next session plays out.
I think the real challenge now is if we can create 5 more Bumrahs in India. If whatever system we have the largest money in cricket board, because it's very important that talent like this comes at this level. Because one thing, wherever I have been traveling in Australia.
Yeah.
He's a big terror. Every bar we go, every restaurant, people walk us and say, "Man, Bumrah, you got Bumrah." I mean, that's all. Everybody's thinking about how to survive him. So it's very rare to have such talent like this. So yeah.
Okay, but exactly the point that he brought up. I was about to ask you that. You can talk about it as well. Akashdeep and Siraj also very well supported from the other end, kept the pressure on the Australians, and that's what eventually led to the wickets.
Yes, I think it's sad that Siraj is not getting as many wickets for the amount of work he's putting in. I think today the ball he got the wicket on, it was on point, man. On point. Right in the zone, and it was unplayable.
Yeah, Siraj, the challenge with Siraj has been lack of consistency, right? I mean, he shows up, but today he was showing up and sort of being much more consistent. And Akashdeep, he was very good in the first innings. I think it's glad to see that the support bowlers are also doing their part. I mean, as long as they say you hunt in backs, so if they can keep up the pressure, keep the runs down, it's going to be an interesting post-lunch session. Let's see what the second session holds for us.
And this last thing I'm going to ask you about is if you've noticed there's a huge change in the body language of the Indian team on the field. Is it the Virat Kohli effect? You saw him very, very involved today.
I think it's just not a Kohli effect. I think it's a team spirit. Virat Kohli is just one of the colors in the rainbow. I think it's all the colors coming together that is making everybody feel confident.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the team was G'd up about the fact that Nitish played well.
Yeah.
So Washi went on air and said that, listen, we're going to show up. And they did show up yesterday. And I think the team's showing up today. And that's what you want, right? I mean, I felt like we were lackluster the first day. But clearly we're showing up today. And I hope we can continue to show up in the next day and a half.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
We're going to be back. We have more fans here. Oh, they're shooting their own thing.
They're shooting their own video,
thing.
yeah.
But Gaurav, come in.
Yeah, Gaurav, come in.
All right, yes, Gaurav, let's get your thoughts on Virat Kohli's involvement in the field today. I think it makes a huge difference when Virat Kohli is the one leading the field, because there's suddenly everyone's just so in the face.
Absolutely. And again, we were just talking about it right now. after every 2-3 balls, Virat going all the way, and then you're talking to Shiraz, talking to Akashdeep. Of course, you don't have to tell Bumrah where to bowl, but it was fantastic. I think the aggression was different, and you saw even Virat, cheering the crowd on, right, to create. He just like kept on shouting from there. Even when Bumrah came very close to the boundary, we were right there. Mahol banao, and he shouted, right? So
Oh, did he?
yeah, he just turned around.
This,
I
this
don't
is
know.
a very nice story.
I don't know whether it was picked up on telly, and he just came and said
wasn't.
Mahol banao, and it was.
Bumrah said that?
We
Wow.
were right there at M7. We were there, and again, I mean, Kohli kept on egging the crowd on to keep on shouting. So I think it was fantastic. The pressure was on. I think the first over, the second over, when Shiraz came to bowl, a few of the balls down the leg side, I immediately messaged you. I was like, yeah, there it starts. Somehow he got it back, and the ball, and then the spell to Khwaja, right? How many of them that the plays in the miss, and then you kept on targeting the top of off stump, right? And that's it. We have heard the great say in Australia, target the top of off stump. You've seen the Glenn McGraths of the world get all the dozens and dozens of wickets and the 5 over spells.
Say
And,
something
it was
about
always
Bumrah.
top off
Is
stump
he the
and
best
it-
bowler in the world right now?
Boom, boom, Bumrah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the best.
By a margin. Yeah.
What do you think this? Where do you think this match is going from here on?
I think India can manage 4 quick wickets in the next session. Game on.
I think India will win. India will chase 300. They will get out in 195, and India will chase by T tomorrow.
I got a mixed feeling.
Okay.
I'm Australian by citizenship, so I can wear whatever.
Let's listen to the heart.
Go Aussies.
Oh.
Okay, he's going to probably wear the Australian hat. His Australian cap is missing. Yeah.
Hi guys. Do you think Bumrah is the best currently?
I think so. Yeah, I only believe Jesse. I only believe in Jesse.
believe in Jesse bhai. Sarji, tell us about the match. Tell us about Bumrah's bowling.
So Bumrah is a class bowler, so I think he's a very experienced guy. So might be is adjust to the Australians in the second innings. So they given initially the setback, the first wickets. So is the carry on by the Siraz. So might be they are not be open like the play well. So could be there might be the chance they will the second inning will be finishing the might be 200.
200. Okay. Yeah. Right.
फिर इंडिया चेज कर देगी?
हो सकता है, इसमें भी
इंडिया जीत जाएगी फिर। तो हम 2-1 जाएंगे कि 1-1 जाएंगे सिडनी में, ये बताइए सर।
एक एक जाएंगे।
1-1 जाएंगे, बहुत बड़ा रिजल्ट होगा वो, क्योंकि उस तरफ से साउथ अफ्रीका क्वालिफाई कर सकती है अगर WTC फाइनल में क्वालिफाई कर जाए, ऑल टू प्ले फॉर इन सिडनी। पर ये बताइए कि आज सिराज की बॉलिंग आपको कैसी लगी, और कहीं ना कहीं पे विराट की इम्पैक्ट फील्ड में?
सिराज की बॉलिंग इज लाइक गुड, अच्छा वो खेल रहे हैं, लेकिन विराट का लाइक अभी तो बैटिंग में कोई इतना अच्छा नहीं कर पाए. So we hope might be the second inning it could be the miracles.
Absolutely, let's hope so. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. Thank you.
It's already been a miracle, right? Over the last 4 sessions, the way India's come back into the Test match. Again, going this morning, Nitish Reddy, you're getting those extra 10 runs. All those runs they matter. And right now the Aussies can feel it, right? They can't get runs. Where would the next 10, 20, 30 runs come from? They're going to ask these questions. And Marnus, again, throughout the series, has not looked good, right? That's fantastic. He's prepared to look ugly. But how many times did he get hit today, right? It was entertaining to watch that. And that's the kind of aggression, we've always spoken about. That's fantastic to watch. Again, today, our 3 pacers, they came in, they stuck to a fantastic plan. They got the ball to work, and it was fantastic.
Sorry, Gaurav, I keep interrupting you. Is Bumrah the best bowler in the world right now?
Yes, as of now, yes.
Come in. Don't be shy. Support your team openly.
Bumrah is the best bowler in the world.
What about you? Do you think Bumrah is the best bowler in the world right now?
Of course, yes, but Mitchell Stark's right up there.
Whoa. Okay. So since he spoke about Mitchell Stark, where is this match going from here?
I think Australia will look to give a good target today. Like, we'll take on total lead of about 250, 300 or 350 runs, and then we'll give the batting to India. I think in the last session, or we'll give the batting to India the next day, and let's see what happens. I think India will play to win.
What do you think?
By some miracle, if India gets Australia all out faster, they can play for a win. But right now, I think I'm leaning towards a draw. That's the best case scenario for us.
Perfect.
Very sensible fans.
Very sensible fans, absolutely. What about the incessant trolling that's going on for against the Indian players, and there's boos and all that. The Indian team seems to be right up with Bumrah celebrating. Have you guys seen Bumrah celebrate like that ever?
So the way Siraj celebrated today after the wicket, that was also very good. And I think it's all part of the game. What happened between Virat Kohli and Sam Conscious on the first day. I think it's all part of the game, and players should not let this thing affect their game. And it's all part and parcel of it.
One last prediction. How do you think the Indian spinners will work out? In the second innings, because there are a few foot marks there in the pitch.
I don't know what happens because every time there's a flat trick, someone comes and turns it around. Every time there's a spin pitch, again someone comes and turns it around, makes it look like it's very easy to hit 100. You never know where it's headed.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you too.
All right. I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah, no, I was going to. I was just getting my thoughts correct. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at this point, Trisha, the scales are balanced, right? We are all saying that a draw is more likely, but at this point,
I'm not saying that.
you're saying a win is likely.
Yeah. Go for it.
Push hard for a win.
Yeah, I'm not
See,
saying
that-
a win is
yeah.
likely. I'm saying
It'll take a miracle.
when I said this in the pre-show as well, that when we had finished day 2, we were talking about how there are two possibilities:
loss.
India loss or a draw. Right now, there are three possibilities. Yes, the topmost is draw.
Yeah.
But the India win, Australia win now has become in a stable place.
That's what I'm saying, that the scales can go either way. The scales are pretty balanced right now. It can go either way. We're not going to reach and say that, win is likely at this point. What we're saying is, if India wants it that bad, it can be done.
Thank you, Gaurav, for being, for ensuring that people watch themselves in Rev Sports. Come here.
Huge fan of the channel, and again, they were very happy because they felt that journalists call them sensible fans, and that was a big takeaway for them over there, right? So it was a compliment from Gargi that made their day over there. But again, going back to your question, the spinners, I think all we need is Ravindra Jadeja to be Ravindra Jadeja, be that bowling machine, keep it over there. The first ball to Marnus right down the leg. Nope. Let's just keep it over there. Target those cracks.
Can I contradict you?
Yeah.
I think it should be Sundar. Sundar should go for the wickets, Jadeja for the contending part, and get them to bowl in tandem, which we did not do in the first innings. Because if you can closely see, you will see black spots in the pitch, which is clearly somebody is taking 5 burgers. Makes me hungry. But anyway, yeah.
Did you see 5 burgers?
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the point, I think the footmarks are right on the say 4th, 5th stump of the right-hander. Sundar should not bowl a negative line. He should come and straight up bowl over the wicket to Marnus and Steve Smith, and maybe because Marnus has that intention of sweeping the ball, which could be dangerous if one of the balls land in that footmark.
Absolutely, and let's not forget there would be pressure on the Aussie batters to score runs at a fair click, right? So there's no need to be negative. Just go for the wickets, be aggressive. And again, to my point, what I meant was Jadeja to be that bowling machine, keep it at the same place, not a hose pipe, right? Just keep it there, right? Just And then we saw Sundar's wicket yesterday, right? So there was that bounce, that spit off from nowhere that Nathan Lyon got. So yeah, absolutely. Use those dark spots on the pitch that's been formed up. And again, thank you, Mitchell Stark, for them.
Mitchell Stark always ends up helping out India some way or the other. But going forward,
Sound good for Mitchell Stark.
but I think going forward, maintaining the pressure that India has right now will be very, very crucial. You saw Bumrah bowl an over or two, a few loose deliveries where he got some runs in the first session. But right now it's all going to be about maintaining that pressure from both ends. I think you've done very, very well right now so far in the first session. But what do you think? What is the key here?
Don't do anything differently than what you have done in the first session,
absolutely.
right? Things going your way, if a plan is working. The ball is still fairly new. It's just 23 overs, 24 overs, thereabouts, I believe. And the ball hasn't seen a lot of action in terms of, they have not really taken the shine out of it because they have not really hit those shots. So, yeah, don't do anything differently. Get the spinners in early on. I think a fiery spell from Bumrah to begin with after lunch, and then immediately get the spinners on. Contain, because the onus is on them, the pressure is on them. They do not want to go to Sydney 1-1 because it's them. They have to. This becomes a must-win game for them in Sydney, and would Pat Cummins and the boys would be the first ones to not win a Border Gavaskar Trophy 5 times in a row, right? So it's all to play for. So the pressure is on them.
Boria Majumdar has commented, has asked, Trisha, tell me what you felt when Constance was bowled. When Constance was bowled, I felt... No, that's what he. I have not rated him highly as a batter, and I was being trolled right, left, and center in Instagram, by the way, because of a practice reel of Boria and I were discussing about how he did not practice with the lead bowlers like Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark, and somehow we don't think.
Yes, the flag is flying high. Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. There you go.
That's what we need.
Oh! There's another one. Oh!
Not a flower, but fire. Yeah.
One more.
One more. Please.
This is for Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Very
Fantastic,
nice.
yeah.
Do something for Bumrah.
Boom. Bumrah is bashing everybody. He's gonna do everyone to the dugout of asses.
Okay.
Even they are abusing, but he's kicking everybody's asses today.
Okay. I know. Emotions. Raw emotions, and you can.
The energy is high. The energy is high. We can see that, and just
This is what we love about Test cricket.
yeah, and it's
And that's why I had said this yesterday. I can give up 1,000 IPL for this Test cricket. But as I said with Sam Constance, I thought he was going to be exposed at sometime soon, and it's just the beginning. He shot up really high, and people suddenly saying a lot of things. Nathan Lyon said that apparently Sam Constance had gone and asked him and probably one more other Aussie player that when do the nerves kick in, because apparently this test match feels like a great game for him. Maybe today morning he was reminded that he's not in a great game anymore.
I'll tell you a bit about the celebrations because I was there with the crowd, and then the moment the wicket, Constance got bowled, you could see turn around the Bharat Army, and just behind the Bharat Army, we saw a proper Bollywood pelvic thrust coming out. Right, I should have taken out the camera and taken a video of that, but I just joined in with them. Right, proper. We were enjoying it. We did enjoy that moment, and there was a hush around the ground, especially with the Aussie fans.
Boryada, there's a question for you. Jyotish is asking, where is Boryada? Boryada, please say where are you, because we also don't know where are you. Lana Ghosh is asking, my question is, when will the umpires raise their fingers for the Aussie batters? Unless it's plumb LB, they're not going to raise the fingers, because every single umpire's call has, apart from the last wicket in the first innings, everything has gone against us.
Yeah, pretty much. I think yesterday as well, there were a few. Okay. I think
Just studying the softies again. Yeah. No.
Yesterday, I think there were a few decisions that went our way. Yes, I remember a couple.
Just one.
Uh, while India was batting, there were a lot of times where the finger was not lifted. So I think
Umpire's call has gone the Aussie way apart from the
yes,
wicket.
that is the point. See, that's the point.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, it's all good fun. It's all in good fun. I think we're taking it very. What's the word? We're taking it very sportingly.
Sportingly?
Yes, yes. And
Cummins was upset about the one that,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the bump catch of
Yes.
Shiraz, right?
Yes.
And he was asking, he wants to take a review on the review, right? So that, we found it quite funny.
what did
So
you think of that?
I think I think the third umpire was a bit too quick on the decision, right? So he was. Definitely it was going to be not out. You always want to get the benefit of the doubt to the batsman, but without checking a few more angles, you should have checked a few more angles just to make sure. I think just from one angle to quickly come to a conclusion, and if Reddy. That was the last ball of the over, right? And that's why Cummins was so upset because Nathan Lyon was coming to bowl immediately after that. And imagine if Reddy scored 2 or 3 sixes or could have got like 15, 20 runs, that would have made a huge difference. So yeah, I
Alright.
think he was quick to the decision.
Where do you want to stand, Trisha?
Boriaga only said stand in the middle.
Really?
Yeah, he texted.
Okay, all right. But okay, let's take final comments because play will start soon. Trisha, what is the key here? Of course, you have to maintain that pressure, but apart from that, will the Indian team's body language will be of utmost importance?
Absolutely, I think right now you will see burst of Bumrah and Akashdeep yet again. I won't actually mind Siraj coming in, but I would still say start with Bumrah and Akashdeep, get in Siraj and Jadeja, and then there should be a spell. There definitely should be a spell of Jadeja and Sundar together, and nobody should look to contain. Go on the attack because you have to attack right now. Only wickets are gonna A, stall the runs, and B, obviously get you towards the win.
I think it'll be interesting to see what the Aussie tactic would be. They know that they need to get runs and at least 150 in this session, else it's a straight heading towards the draw itself, right? So you got to score 150.
150 in this session is not happening, Gaurav.
They would have to try for that 150. They would. They are 150 runs ahead as a lead. They want to score 150 and then probably another 100, add another 100 before put India to bat, and that is the only way.
What do you think is the score that they would have in mind, as a target for India? 350?
350 with an hour to go before the end of day's play. So 5
Ideal.
p.m. 5 p.m. today, if they're ahead at 350, I reckon they will declare.
Straight up comment, they're not going to be up 350 at 5 p.m. today.
All right. Well, I think that calls it. We will be back at the end of the game. For tea, we'll be joined by Shormishta Guptu. What's it called? The tea time with Shormishta.
Tea time with Shormishta Guptu. When you go around Melbourne, we are not lucky enough to go around Melbourne. What's that? Oh, that's Nitish Kumar Reddy and Sunil Gavaskar. What a moment!
Reddy's dad.
Sorry, Nitish Kumar Reddy's father. I got overexcited. And Sunil Gavaskar. What a moment! Rahul, why don't you play it in the bigger screen while we will log off, because that's such a sweet moment and such a wonderful moment. In fact, let us tell you, Ogni and I too had kind of this sort of a moment yesterday in the press box when Sunil Gavaskar had come for his lunch, and we finally met him and get pictures with him.
Did Ogni do the pranam?
Actually, Agni did touch Sunil Gavaskar's feet. Ogni, quickly, run.
We are all very keen to listen about your run-in with the great Sunny Gavaskar.
Isn't this something exactly like what you did when you met Sunil Gavaskar?
প্রণাম করেছি ভাই. So I just touched his feet. That's the Indian tradition. We're not like Australians who hurl racial abuses when you meet people. We are Indians. We are civilized people. We have our own tradition. We have our own heritage. And that's exactly what I did to Sunny ji. And Sunny ji was kind enough to return the favor with a photograph. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely, and I returned the favor for treating me with a coffee.
No,
by taking pictures.
I'll treat you to something else on the breakfast tomorrow.
Perfect.
Guess what it is?
Kangaroo.
Sunny side up.
Oh, nice one.
Nice one.
All the show because the innings is starting. Let's
They have
get some
started
wickets. Sorry, let's get some wickets. Bye, guys.